What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Eala has officially locked in her deal with Nike, and listen to this. The way it all unfolded is shaking up the entire tennis world. The contract is signed, the partnership is sealed, and what Nike is putting on the table for this young star is nothing short of jaw-dropping. But hold up, the real twist in this story is what's happening on the other side of the celebration. While she's being applauded and handed one of the most lucrative endorsement packages in women's tennis, Aryna Sabalenka is watching it all play out with what feels like instant regret. And trust me, the reasons behind that reaction are going to leave you speechless. For weeks, whispers were flying around that Nike had offered her $45 million and that she quietly said yes. Yet there was no official word because Eala moved like a true champion. She stayed focused, kept her head down, and competed at the Dubai Open without letting the outside chatter throw her off her mission. That level of discipline at such a young age is exactly why global grands are lining up to stamp their logo next to her name. The second the Dubai Open wrapped, everything shifted. Eala headed straight to Nike headquarters, and girl, what they prepared for her was on a whole different level. They didn't just slide a contract across a desk and call it business. They transformed part of their headquarters into a full gallery showcasing her most iconic career moments, framed on the walls like a tribute to everything she's already achieved. They even created a custom pair of shoes designed exclusively for her, a powerful and personal statement to show just how much she means to them. This was Nike rolling out the red carpet in spectacular fashion, and the message couldn't have been clearer. Alex isn't just another athlete on the roster, she's the future, and Nike is moving accordingly. Now let's break down the deal itself, because the numbers are impressive, but the structure is what really tells the story. The reported $45 million over 3 years already turns heads, but once you factor in performance bonuses written into the agreement, that total could climb much higher. What truly separates this from a typical endorsement contract, though, is the role Eala is stepping into within the Nike universe. She's not just getting paid to rock their gear during matches, she's being positioned as the official face of Nike across Southeast Asia. That means custom apparel, major global campaigns, and a level of exposure usually reserved for the absolute elite on Nike's roster. Nike is essentially giving her a platform that stretches far beyond tennis, betting big on her star power to expand their footprint in one of the fastest growing and most important markets in the world. And to understand why Nike moved this aggressively, you have to zoom out and see the bigger picture. They've been tracking Eala's rise very closely for a long time. And what Nike saw in her made them realize she's not just talented, she's rare. What they witnessed convinced them she represents something the sport doesn't see often. The energy she pulls in every time she steps on court is different. It's electric in a way tennis hasn't felt in a minute. Thousands of fans are packing arenas and lining the streets just to catch a glimpse of her in action, not just in the Philippines, but across the entire Southeast Asian region. She isn't simply competing in tournaments, she's become a cultural movement, a symbol of pride and possibility for millions who finally see themselves reflected on that stage. Nike's marketing executives understood instantly that this was a once-in-a-generation window, and trust me, they weren't the only ones paying attention. New Balance and Adidas were pushing hard to sign Eala, and Nike knew this was a real fight. They also had a painful lesson burned into their memory about what happens when you move too slowly. Letting Coco Gauff slip away to New Balance still stings in Nike's boardrooms. Gauff went on to become one of the most celebrated and marketable stars in tennis, and Nike had to sit back and watch because they hesitated. That's a mistake they had zero interest in repeating. So when the door opened with Eala, they stepped in fast, and they came heavy.
Sabalinka said that she would not be getting any star treatment at the Slams next year. I'll discuss whether Aryna is truly being snubbed by the swoosh brand.
They straight up told her they weren't prepared to give her that kind of spotlight. Just pause on that for a second. The world #1 is getting denied a custom outfit by the very brand that just built a full gallery for a rising star and cut her a $45 million check. The level of disrespect in that comparison is wild. Reports say the partnership between Sabalinka and Nike has actually been quietly fraying behind the scenes for a while now, and a few key moments sped up that fallout in a major way. Her controversial remarks after Coco Gauff's Roland Garros triumph put Nike in an uncomfortable position, and you already know that's a company obsessed with protecting its image. Being linked to that backlash didn't sit well with executives, and that moment became the clear turning point in how they started handling their relationship with her.
This season alone multiple times. First for smashing her racket, following her Australian Open loss to Madison Keys, and then of course that infamous Roland Garros press conference situation where she downplayed Coco Gauff's success, and she faced a lot of criticism for that.
Her tough loss to Madison Keys at the US Open only added more strain to an already fragile situation. And then hold up, the drama around the WTA finals reportedly pushed everything right to the edge. There were serious allegations about how she handled herself with opponents, including heavy claims tied to her conduct after falling to Elena Rybakina in the championship match. If even part of that is accurate, that's exactly the type of headline Nike does not want anywhere near its logo. Insiders say the brand was deeply unsettled by the reports, and it seems to have sped up their move to intentionally and publicly distance themselves from Sabalenka. Sabalenka has acknowledged that Nike will no longer be creating custom dresses for her, and sources close to the camp claim she's been contacting the company directly, trying to repair what's left. But based on everything circulating, this doesn't look like a partnership trending toward a happy ending, and it may not even last through the season. The timing makes this even more jaw-dropping. At the very moment Sabalenka appears to be losing favor and watching Nike slowly step back, Eala is stepping into Nike headquarters and getting treated like royalty. That contrast speaks louder than any press release ever could. Nike's eyes are locked on the future, and that future clearly points toward Alex Eala. This isn't just a milestone for Eala. It's a statement for Filipino tennis, for Southeast Asian sports, and for the broader debate about where women's tennis is headed next. A young athlete who stayed disciplined, kept her composure, and handled business while the biggest contract of her life waited in the background, has now secured one of the most powerful endorsement deals in the game. And the way Nike celebrated her arrival makes it crystal clear they see this as the start of something historic. Now I've got to ask you, did Nike make the right move locking Eala into a $45 million deal this early in her journey? And what does this mean for Sabalenka? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.